So you've just given your best shot and you quite impressively responded to all sort of questions asked by the interviewer. And before wrapping up the interview, they inquisitively ask you, "Do you have any questions for us?" And you quite apprehensively say a no thanks to it with that nervous smile on your face. Well, if you've done this in the past, then guess what? You're not alone. Another 85% of job aspirants also make the same mistake in their job interviews. What's interesting to note is that if you ask these 85% candidates as to why did they not have any question to ask from their interviewer, you'll hear them say something like, "I do not want it to come across as being stupid and risk my chance by asking any silly question to them." Risk my chance? Are you serious? This reminds me of my high school teacher who often used to say that there are no stupid questions but only stupid people who don't ask any questions. So what I want you to do is not to avoid this question and rather look at it as an opportunity to create a lasting impression on your interviewer before you leave the interview room. Hello friends, my name is Ankit. I'm your job interview coach and the author of the book One Stop Shop to help land your dream job in your cart. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about the kind of questions you can ask your interviewer and will also tell you as to why you should ask them. So stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Do you have any questions for us? When the interviewer says this, they mean that we are done asking questions from you and now we would like to hear from you if there's something about the job or a company you'll be interested to know. So by no means they're going to mind you asking any relevant questions to them. So if you look at it in a way, the interview is a two-way process where of course the interviewer has an upper hand and hence they go with their set of questions first, but that in no way means that you aren't really supposed to ask anything to them. So in the end, when they ask you to throw some questions to them, keep in mind that this is your chance to pose a question to the interviewer, and saying a no to this will reflect two things. A, you did not do your research well, and B, that you're not enthusiastic about the position you're applying for. Now, while I'm suggesting you to ask some interesting questions to your interviewer, I'm not suggesting you to ask some direct questions to them. Questions like, am I selected? Or what are my chances of getting selected in this round? Which will give them a sign that you are not sure about your profile and will reflect your low confidence level to them. Now, let's look at a couple of more negative examples. Asking a question like, "What will be my working hours?" will give them an indication that you are quite rigid when it comes to time, or it may even indicate that you are someone who may not be willing to put in extra hours at work, which is a kind of prerequisite for a lot of jobs in today's competitive world. Next, asking a salary related question from your side is also considered to be too upfront, and it may give your interviewer a sign that you're too money minded and your decision to join their company will totally be dependent on this one thing. So it all comes down to what is it that you could possibly ask them. Now let's look at a few positive examples of the kind of questions you can ask your interviewer and try to understand the benefits of asking them.
I'll be inquisitive to know what kind of training programs will I undergo post-joining.
Asking this type of question tells your interviewer that it's not just about getting selected for the job that excites you, but you are equally concerned about your learning and development too.
How will you describe the company's work culture and its leadership philosophy? Or what do you most like about working here?
This gives your interviewer a chance to speak about their company and their very own work or leadership style. Now, experiments have shown that interviewer tends to develop a liking towards you if you in a way provide them an opportunity to talk about their experiences and share it with you. I believe the reason for this is that we all love talking about ourselves and we have this inherent craving to be heard by others.
Do you mind throwing some light on how will my performance be measured?
This is one of my favorite questions to ask the interviewer, as it shows that you are performance oriented and are really concerned about your growth within the company.
As an employee of your company, how can I exceed expectations?
This question will give your interviewer a sign that you want to be of value to their company and that you're ready to run the extra mile to achieve success. Now let me take you through a few more examples.
What's a day in the life of this role like? What are the success metrics of this job? What's the career path for this role within the company? What are some of the challenges this role may face?
So go ahead and make the most of this opportunity, but in the end, do remember that it is your interview going on and not your interviewers. Thus, limit your questions to only one or two, as bombarding your interviewer with more questions may give them a sign of undue curiosity or excessive pride. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps you nail your next job interview. See you next time.